You are welcome to Global Preparatory Class PC of the Christian Education Department of the Nigeria Baptist Convention. This is Disciples Lifestyle Lesson for 22nd February 2026. The topic we are going to examine today is factors that promote harmonious relationship between pastors and deacon or deaconesses. The golden text is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10. By way of introduction, let me start with a story, the tale of the weary watchman. Once, two leaders named Peter and Paul were building a grand bridge for the king. The king gave them one rule: work together and remember, this is my bridge, not yours. Peter was a visionary architect. Paul was a practical foreman. At first, their hammers played a beautiful song of harmony. But soon, Peter started changing plans in secret, and Paul started telling the workers to ignore the architect. Before long, the workers split into two, Team Peter and Team Paul. When the king returned, he found crumbling, half-finished bridge and two men arguing over the color of the stones. He told them, a bridge built on division won't hold the weight of a single soul. The greatest threat to God's work isn't the difficulty of the task, it is the cliques we form when we forget we are one. Now let's look at the Bible again. 1 Corinthians chapter 1. Paul wrote to a church that was literally tearing itself apart. People were picking favorite leaders, Paul, Apollos, and Cephas. Paul's letter was a reset to remind them that Christ is not divided. The first believers lived in radical unity, sharing meals and prayers. They understood that division means enemy's favorite playground. Unity in the Bible isn't just a good idea, it's a command. Jesus prayed specifically that his followers will be one, just as he and the Father are one. Now let's go to the lessons explained. A, oneness in the church, and we are reading 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 10. This is what we have there. Now I beseech you, brethren, that you all speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind. The biggest threat to our church isn't external. It is the factions we build inside our own walls. When we create team pastor or team deacon camps, we stop being team Jesus. Unity isn't an accident. It is an effort that requires us to build bridges instead of walls. Being one doesn't mean we are identical robots. It means we are united in the spirit. Even when our personalities differ, it's our key takeaway. Internal cliques destroy the harmony of the entire church. The early church is a model for sincere, together focused hearts. Division blocks growth and brings our testimony to the world. What are the ingredients for harmony? Think of harmony like a good stew. If you miss one ingredient, the whole thing tastes off. To keep the relationship between pastors and deacons healthy, we need 4 specific factors. Mutual respect and boundaries. Respect is the glue. Deacons see the pastor as God's representatives, so the pastor sees deacons as partners. Stay in your lane. Know your duty as defined by your church. Avoid bodism. The church is a body, not a corporation. Deacons are not directors meant to dominate or dictate the pastor's authority. Another one is fellowship and prayer. The family that prays together stays together. Meetings shouldn't just be about business. They must be about seeking God's face together. Then humility and tolerance. We are all imperfect. Patience is golden. Humility prevents arrogance and allows leaders to accept each other's weaknesses. Now, this be teacher's emphasis. Never forget the church belongs to God, not any human being. We are all just stewards of his house. And what is the key takeaway here? Respect for roles prevents friction and overstepping. Prayer transforms a boardroom into a throne room. Tolerance and love allows for mistakes without causing a split. Let us look at the practical actions for the week. The encouragement text. Send a thank you note to your pastor or a deacon today, acknowledging their hard work as a partner in the gospel. Then the bridge builder check. Before you speak in a meeting or share an opinion this week, ask, does this promote oneness or create a clique? Then the prayer sheet. Make it a daily habit to pray specifically for a peaceful relationship between your church and leaders. Now, let's have this as our closing thought. A church in harmony is a light to a dark world. Don't let your board meetings become battlegrounds. Drop the tools of division and pick up the toil of service. God bless you. My name is Omobola Christiana Ayotope.